What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to be talking about two firearms that I really like, regardless of what other people think, regardless of what their purpose may be in your life. I know what they are in my life, but two firearms I really enjoy. I think they're great quality, and where I think that company that makes them should go next for me. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that's going to be like, if it's not 9mm, I won't carry it. Same with the 10mm, guys. Sorry, I got to call you out for a second. But if it's not 10mm, I won't touch it. It's not a man's round. It is what it is, guys. I just like to have a little fun on the internet. But before we get started, hit the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And I know you guys are going to ask what's going on back here. So we're going to go through that first because people are always asking. This right here is a Rolex holster. It's actually sort of funny. I picked it up online. I just wanted a quick ship holster for my XDS Mod 2 in 45 ACP before I realized that all my old XDS 9 holsters from Blacksmith Tactical run with it just fine, and that I still had a bunch of them laying around. So I ended up with this holster, and it actually turned out really well. Now, it's not the most quality thing in the world, but it actually, there's no printing whatsoever. The draw is actually really easy, really smooth. The retention is actually fairly good. I just don't know what brand it is. It was just called the Rolex holster. So there you have it, the Rolex holster. This right here is my new holster from Blacksmith Tactical. This is when I'm carrying inside the waistband appendix with my Glock 42. This is the V2 holster with the double discrete carry clips and a claw. And this is the Buffalo Plaid. I know you might say, oh, it's a girl's color or whatever. Are you a lumberjack? No, actually, this just reminds me of my daughters, to be honest. They have a lot of, actually, one of my most memorable nightgowns, and the cutest thing I've ever seen my daughter in was in this pattern right here, this Buffalo Plaid. So it always reminds me of them, and that's why I do this, to take care of them and protect them and so on. This is the beltless IWB holster from Blacksmith Tactical with the Alta clip and the claw. This is for my Springfield Armory Hellcat. Absolutely love this holster. Been using it for a while now. This right here is also a beltless IWB holster from Blacksmith Tactical. Love this holster as well. This just has the Alta clip. And this is for my SIG P365s. And actually, I have some surprise videos coming for you guys soon. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm on a mission. I'm on a quest to love the SIG P365. And I'm going to just make some changes to make it the perfect firearm for me. And so I've already made some changes. Just ignore what you see right there. But we will get to those in another video. But my main concern is going to be getting a new slide for it as well, and a new trigger and so on. But love the new upgrades already. Still not carry ready yet, but it's going to be awesome. And then this right here is the Hog Holsters Stash pocket holster. Absolutely love this thing. This is for my Glock 42. When I pocket carry, this is what I'm pocket carrying my Glock 42 with. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the actual video. So a lot of people got on me about this XDS 45 ACP, how I have to justify why I got it, how it doesn't make any sense, not enough capacity, if there's multiple attackers, you're done for, whatever the case may be, right? And that's all fair, but I didn't get this to make it my main carry. I got this as a pocket carry choice, a backup carry option, and just a fun range toy, to be honest, because I love 45 ACP, I love pocket pistols, and I love power. This right here, though, Springfield Armory Hellcat, whenever I talk about this, of course, because the internet is majority haters, they say it's too snappy, blah, 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 but I absolutely love my Springfield Armory Hellcats. That's why I have 3 of the originals and 1 of the Hellcat Pros, and they've been 100% reliable. Now, the reason why I bring up these two firearms is, if they combine the two, right, maybe not in 45 ACP, but maybe in 40, or maybe even in 45 ACP. And I know we've all heard some talk online about the single stack 10mm from Glock coming out. Well, what if they made a 3.5 inch barrel or a 3.7 inch barrel Hellcat style firearm in 40, in 45? Basically a double stack. It doesn't have to be 15 rounds like this right here, but what about 10 rounds in a setup this big? 10 rounds in a setup this thin, maybe a little thicker. I get that there's going to be a little wider dimensions and a little longer dimensions here and there to make up for that larger round and more pressure and stuff like that, but think about it. I would absolutely love that. I get maybe add a little bit longer barrel length, or maybe just make it a 3.3 like this. But make it a 45 or a 40, double stack or 1.5 stack, give us 10 rounds. Then give us a larger mag that maybe offers us 12 or 13. I would buy that in an instant. I don't care what anyone says. And I get a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's not 9mm, the technology with 9mm. I always have this conversation with people. You guys, carry what you like, carry what you love. I know plenty of people that love 40, love 45. I know people that love 380. It just is what it is. Carry what makes you feel comfortable. Carry what makes you feel safe. But Springfield Armory being one of my favorite companies, and they also make a lot of great options in other calibers that are just all smooth, great shooters, like the XD40 subcompact, the XD45 subcompact, the XDM Elite in 10mm, the XDM Elite in 45 ACP. This right here, honestly, with certain defensive rounds, like Civil Liberty defense rounds and even these Underwood rounds, feels sort of like a hot 9mm round that you're shooting. So Springfield has a way of making stuff, I know you're going to say, not with the Hellcat, but with firearms that are a little bigger in size and stuff like that, they really can handle recoil well. And I would like to see a micro 40, a micro 45, a micro 10mm. Now, it's obviously not going to be as small as this. It's not going to be as small as this SIG P365. It's just not. But where you can see, maybe add a little of the width from the grip, to fit that round in there. Maybe the slide would have to be a little bit bigger for more support. But barrel length, make it a 3.3. And boom, throw these two together. Give me some bigger calibers, and I am all for it. Because I love a bigger round, especially with the rounds they make nowadays. If you guys look into Underwood Extreme Defender rounds in 40, in 45, if you look at Civil Liberty defense rounds in 10mm and in 40, the ballistics are unbelievable. Some of the best out there and can basically compete with a lot. Also, I love 357 SIG. Give us a Springfield Armory Hellcat in 357 SIG. Give us 10 rounds, maybe sitting down here, and I would be extremely happy. Give us 12 rounds. Give us an extra magazine that maybe holds 13 or 14. Just give me something with some more power that's still very concealable. It's going to be a little thicker, but still, people are out there carrying Glock 17s and full-size XDMs and all this, so why not give us a micro, powerful handgun, especially with people that live out where they're out in the woods or bear country more often. And then you could have a 40 where they could carry a hard cast round, or a backup mag with hard cast in it, or whatever the case may be, for when they're going in the woods and defend themselves as best they can with just a 40 with some capacity. But that's just my take on it. I know a lot of people are going to say that's a dumb idea, or they wouldn't buy it, or whatever the case may be. But guys, you can't knock stuff. Something like this could be what saves your life. I always tell a story about someone I personally know who was being attacked. Her main firearm was out of the fight. She was a police officer. Her only option was her backup that happened to be on her ankle. And out of all firearms in the world, it happened to be one of my favorite firearms. It was a Glock 27 chambered in 40. Sorry, guys. That Glock 27 chambered in 40 is the reason she's alive today. She was stabbed over and over again. And without that Glock 27 on her ankle, backup carry, she wouldn't be here. And I know it doesn't make sense always to backup carry and stuff like that, but in some places I do think it makes sense to backup carry. And there are many places where I backup carry. And firearms like this that are so small that you could literally fit in an ankle holster, that you could fit in a pocket, that you could fit in a fanny pack holster. I mean, there's so many different ways to carry backups nowadays that are so easy to carry, that having a small 45, yes, this is only 6 rounds of 45, or if you throw the 6-round mag in it, obviously that's 7 rounds of 45. That's a lot of rounds. Now, obviously, are you going to carry 5+1 in a dangerous part of the city? No, that just doesn't make sense. That's why you carry how you live. You don't live how you carry. You make the decision on what you're going to carry, based off where you're going, what activity you're doing, what kind of area you're going to be in. Sometimes we don't get the choice. Sometimes there's an event that you have to go to for family or whatever the case may be, and it's not in the best area. So then you're going to take your Glock 26 with 12-round mag, a backup 15-round mag, and maybe a pocket pistol. Other times you're just walking in the mailbox and you're telling me you can't defend yourself with a 45 ACP, 6 rounds. I mean, it just is what it is. But on top of that, I just love the XDS. It's not the most ergonomic with the 5-round mag, but you can also put the flat base plate, which I'm about to do on there. But at the same time, I really like the way it feels. I got some grips coming for it. On top of that, the way it shoots. Springfield just gives you a great package right out the box. And I would definitely be someone who would be buying a Hellcat, or whatever they would call it, because that would be a true Hellcat if you chamber it in 40, 45, or possibly even 10. Like I said, dimensions will have to change, but give us something slim and carryable and concealable. That'd be absolutely awesome. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, comment down below what you carried, and subscribe.